Welcome to the T-Pac Arcade. Today's game is Jawbreaker for the Atari 2600. In this 1982 collect-em-up from Tiger Vision, you tear through a candy factory as a set of teeth, eating sweets and avoiding smiley faces. Which are the Jawbreakers, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm just gonna say they are. I mean, if disembodied teeth can be sentient, so can candy, right? Anyway, the goal here is to clear all the sweets from the playfield, which is divided into 9 conveyor belt lanes. You can move from lane to lane by running along the left and right edges, or by passing through the sliding gaps between each belt. But managing that is trickier than it looks, so don't rely too much on those gaps for escape routes. Escape routes, you ask? Why would I need escape routes? Well, because you're being chased by evil smiley-faced hard candy, that's why. The 4 color-coded Jawbreakers roll along the playfield, warping to different lanes whenever they reach the edge of the screen. And if you end up in the same lane as one of them, they chase you down to, well, break your jaw, I guess. And since a jaw is basically all you are in this game, that means it's lights out for you and your sugary appetite. Luckily, you can grab vitamin power-ups that appear at the center of the screen. These turn the Jawbreakers red and let you gobble them up until they flash back to normal. Granted, I would think Jawbreakers should be edible by default, but I don't trust this candy factory, so who knows. Either way, it's nice that there are vitamins to give you at least a little nutrition in your sugar-exclusive diet, and there's even a nice toothbrush to scrub your pearly whites between each round. See, this game may be about eating as much candy as possible, but it still minds your health and dental hygiene. Until it attacks you with man-eating Jawbreakers, that is. Although, these are the most friendly-looking man-eating Jawbreakers I've ever seen. Actually, they're the only man-eating Jawbreakers I've ever seen, but that's beside the point. The graphics in this game are just downright charming. The simple purple playfield, the munching yellow jaws that sort of look like bear traps, but that's okay, and of course the fun rotating Jawbreakers, who have not one, but 2 sinister smiley faces orbiting their colorful candy shells, just to ensure there's always a pair of beady little eyes watching you. Always. The soundscape here is sparse, even by Atari standards, but somehow it still works. The 8-bit crunchy munching sounds just like 8-bit crunchy munching should. The Jawbreaker gobbling sound is as bloopy as you could ever hope for. And the understated bonus life chime is a nice little audio cue in its own right. The only problem is the toothbrush, which sort of makes it sound like you're being slapped. Careful there, I've already got receding gums and the dentist says I have to brush real gentle. And speaking of gentle, or maybe not gentle, there are 3 difficulty settings here. The default mode has the fastest Jawbreakers, and the following 2 slow them down slightly. But no matter which setting you select, the Jawbreakers get quicker and quicker after each cleared board, up until the 8th and final board, which just repeats forever. Assuming you can stay alive forever. I personally couldn't, and I only got all the way to board number 8 on the slowest difficulty mode. See, once the Jawbreakers start rolling quicker than my mouth can motor, I'm pretty much a goner. That being said, you earn extra lives at certain score thresholds, so it pays to gobble up as many red vitamin-afflicted Jawbreakers as possible for bonus points. And try to prioritize doing that early in the game, because the further you get, the shorter the smiley death candies stay vulnerable. The most novel aspect of Jawbreaker is its lane-based approach to the traditional collect-em-up. Normally games like this throw you in some sort of maze, which advocates for different strategies. But here, the metagame has you peripherally monitoring all the entering and exiting Jawbreakers to know when it's safe to dash along the edge of the screen to a new lane. And that's my favorite part of the game. As long as you play smart, you're much less likely to end up cornered by enemies. But if I could change one thing here, I'd set the action button to initiate level starts. As is, new stages start up automatically after the toothbrush sequence, and I could really use a breather before it's time to down some more candy. Overall, Jawbreaker might very well be the best collect-em-up I've ever played. It's a prime example of a simple concept executed flawlessly. And as an added bonus, it cares about my nutrition and my hygiene, even as it entices me to gobble up candy until I die at the hands of sinister, smiley sugar wads of doom.